This week on Pole House Black Pot Weekend Getaways, we're on our front porch. What's on the menu?
Doing homemade apple butter cake.
And we're going to show you some life updates. So stick around. Coming in here. Well, Happy New Year!
Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. It's
welcome to Pole House Black Pot Weekend Getaways. If you don't know us, I'm Angel.
And I'm Wade.
And this is little Iris here, and he's asleep in the house. We're Pole House Black Pot Weekend Getaways.
And Iris likes to say hi, so she's a little talker, I should say.
And this is our first video of 2026.
Yeah, we hope everybody had a good Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and
we sure did.
Yeah, we thought we'd better get our behinds in gear and get out here and get some more video shots because it's a beautiful day.
It's gorgeous.
We have a nice south-facing front door, and we got a lot of trees surrounding us, so we don't get much wind, so it's supposed to be pretty, actually above average. It's about maybe close to 50 today here in early January. So it's full sunshine, so it's pretty nice out here with just long sleeve shirts on. But
with it being the new year, we're working on some plans. We got some exciting things going on. For one thing, hopefully this video, we're going to show you some renovations on our camper, our converted cargo trailer. We're putting in a new bed. Our bed that we've got just isn't cutting it anymore.
Yep.
We're having trouble getting up off of it and sleeping on it. And with 2 dogs sleeping with us, there ain't enough room. So we're going to show you some of that. We're also going to, what's on the menu, honey?
We're doing an applesauce cake.
Apple
butter cake.
Apple butter cake made with homemade apple butter. We're not going to show you how we made the apple butter, but we're going to show you how to make the cake. So we're going to get things around and get the cake made, and we'll be right back with you. Angel from the future here. I was saying something in the video about us remodeling our camper. Well, let me show you the problem first. Okay, this is our bed set up right now. Of course, it's not made. The bed only leaves, with it being this orientation, only leaves a little bitty space for us to walk around. So we want to turn the bed landscape instead of portrait the way it is. So before we can get started in any of that, we have to get all of this removed. So stick with me while I clean up this bed, empty out everything that's underneath the bed, and some other few tidbits. So throughout the remainder of the apple butter bread video, I'm going to show you me cleaning this out. Okay, we're going to go on this like we've had a premix made. In here, I've got, let me see if I get it all. I got my flour, my baking soda, and baking powder. Don't ask me why. It works. We ain't going to talk about it. It's got both of them in it. Nutmeg, cloves, and cinnamon.
Sugar?
And salt.
Sugar?
And salt.
Okay, no sugar yet.
No sugar yet. Now, I'm going to mix this up.
Perfect dry ingredients that you could make ahead of time.
Yes. And, you know, I'm on this kick where I want to conserve on our use of Ziploc bags. You know, we are contributing to that big time. The landfills. So, I would put this in a mason jar. Now, or in a empty peanut container, peanut box, or jar, those plastic ones.
Like roasted peanuts?
Yes, those are about the same size as a quart jar. And they won't break when you're going traveling down the road. So, to this, I'm going to add my wet ingredients. Oh, my brown sugar stuck. There we go. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use all the brown sugar we've got. It calls for 2 cups of brown sugar. Firmly packed brown sugar. Which this is a half a cup. So you do the math, that's 4. 1, 2. Well, I'm going to call that 2 cups of sugar. I knew it would take everything that we got. And that's all the sugar that it's got in it. It's just 2 cups of brown sugar. I'm handing that to you, hon.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I gotta look at my recipe. My any list recipe.
Not a sponsor.
No, not a sponsor. Then it calls for 1 cup vegetable oil. Again, I'm using my half a cup measuring cup, so that'd be 2 of them.
Not quite exactly a liquid measure, but you just got to fill it to the brim.
Well,
And it works.
it works.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to set that right on my brown sugar because I need that again. Then it calls for 2 cups of apple butter. Mine's homemade apple butter.
Isn't it 2 cups to a pint?
No. Yeah, it is.
So it's all that pint.
It's all that pint. You're right. I don't have to measure it, do I?
Nope.
So 1 pint
Yeah, 2 cups to a
of
pint.
apple butter. Which there was just a little bit out of that, not much.
And of course, if you don't have homemade apple butter, you could buy store-bought.
Yeah, you
couldn't
could buy store-bought.
There's some pretty good kinds out there, especially those that have Amish communities or something like that. They usually
And I
make some
mean,
pretty
if
good
you're
stuff.
interested and want a video done on it while we're out camping one this fall, I could do a video on how to make apple butter. Oh, that's good. It's not hard to do. Okay. Then there's 4 eggs. A lot of eggs in this. First time I told Wade I wanted to make this, he asked me why I'd want to ruin apple butter. But after he tried it, what'd you call it?
Good. I don't know.
A dang good recipe.
I think it's kind of like an apple sauce cake. We used to make them a lot. But this has got a little bit more flavor.
Yeah, it does. Good
You've got
flavor.
extra spices in it already. And
Okay, then it calls for half a cup of milk, which we go on the assumption that we're doing it shelf stable. Which, eggs, you know, we get our eggs from his brother. So they consider those shelf stable because he doesn't wash them. So I guess the eggs would be somewhat shelf stable, at least for a couple of weeks. And then you mix this up.
some recipes will tell you to mix your dry ingredients in a separate bowl, mix your wet ingredients, and then add your wet to the dry. But a dirty's another thing, and it seems like to us, we never found any problems doing it this way.
No.
So,
Never have had a problem.
no.
Now, if I was creaming my butter
And eggs and sugar.
and eggs and
Yeah,
sugar, then
but-
I would.
Yeah.
But I would mix up my wet ingredients and put my dry ingredients into my wet ingredients. So all I'd have to do is do the damp mop out of the dry ingredient bowl. Almost incorporated. Oh, I see some. So, not mixed up yet. It's kind of a stiff batter.
Yes, it is.
Now, this recipe calls for it makes 2 loaves of a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan. Wade did the math, and that equals a 12-inch Dutch oven. So we're going to bake this in a 12-inch Dutch oven. Make sure I got it. Looks like I did. And Wade was, Wade was so kind. We lined our Dutch oven with aluminum foil. I think it makes it just a little more presentable when it's aluminum foil and it's easier to pull out. And he sprayed it. So,
we're going to use parchment paper.
Yeah, you could use parchment paper if you want to, but it's important that you line your Dutch oven with something when you're cooking with.
Yeah. It just makes it easier to clean up. You don't have to do that.
Can you go get me a spatula, honey?
Yes.
Thank you. You don't have to do it, but everything you cook in your Dutch oven, skin to skin, so to speak, it flavors your Dutch oven. And your Dutch oven will flavor your food, too. So, it's just best for sweetbreads especially that you line your Dutch oven. I guess we've never talked about that, have we? About the fact that everything you cook in your Dutch oven flavors what you're cooking next when you don't line it. And sugar has a tendency to take out your seasoning on your Dutch oven.
Yeah. Sugars and high acid.
Tomatoes. Yeah.
The acidity in the tomato. It's a little harder on it. I mean, if you take care of it and clean it up when you're done, by all means, use your Dutch oven for those things. It ain't going to completely hurt it, that's for sure.
And if you don't have aluminum foil or parchment paper, you could cook it directly in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed a whole splotch.
Sure is. Makes it easier to clean up and pull out, though, when you do it this way.
Okay. Now, I have cooked this, maybe not in a Dutch oven, but I have cooked this. This is my recipe that I found. But I'm going to turn over the cooking part to Wade.
Now, question. Do you remember how long this took in regular loaf pan? Was it a pretty long?
Let me consult.
I didn't know if it was a pretty long time, because some stuff is pretty dense and it takes longer than you think. So, just trying to judge if we're going to get it done in kind of a 30 to 40 minute time. I'm just guessing.
Okay, with the loaf pans, it takes 55 to 60 minutes, so we might have to replenish.
You may have to.
We're going to check it in 45 minutes, though, and see how close it is to being done.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Oh, you're barking at the neighbor dog.
Okay, charcoal is ready. We're doing 12-inch Dutch oven. Sorry for Irish barking, but she's barking at the neighbor's dogs, I think it is. So we're going to dump out our charcoal. And the ashes out of there.
Looks like we may be about due for a new Weber.
It's getting about wore out.
We like that flue. Weber's last us. We cook a lot with our flues, and Weber's
Hold up,
they
yeah.
last a long time. We've had that one, what, 5 years?
Something like that, I think, yeah. So, we're doing a normal bake. 350 degree oven, or maybe a little higher. So we're using 30 pieces of charcoal. And we're doing an outside ring only on the bottom of 10. Okay, on top, we're going to leave some in the middle to have a nice checkerboard style, and then we're going to do a nice ring all the way around the outside.
And we've determined that we're going to check this at 30 minutes. And if
Yeah.
it's not done, we're going to start more charcoal.
Yeah, it's got a long way to go because you got to have time for the, when you determine you need him, you got to have time to get the charcoal prepared. So that's right. We're going to.
Iris!
Okay, so we got a nice even ring around the top, and then we got 4 of them in the middle, kind of like a checkerboard. And it's not a lot of wind, but it kind of helps with cool weather to kind of conserve the heat in around the Dutch oven. Just put our wind guard. Even though we don't know for sure how long it's going to take, so we're going to probably go on to be safe. We're just going to go ahead and rotate every 10 minutes because it certainly doesn't hurt anything, especially if you're not taking the lid off the Dutch oven. You're not letting all that heat escape. So come back, rotate in 10 minutes, and we'll go from there.
Okay, the bed's pretty well stripped. The rest of this is going to the car so I can wash it, with the exception of this wedge. You may wonder why we have a big wedge on our bed. Well, I have to sleep with a CPAP machine. And poor Wade, he winds up being in a wind tunnel. So we put this in between our heads so he doesn't get frosted out in the night. So I'm gonna get this taken home and washed, and then we'll go to the next thing. Well, things are way different today than they were a week ago. It's almost probably freezing out here. I'm back to freeze. I should have worn my coat. Now I go get the next piece of equipment. Okay, now we continue. Okay, that's the first load.
Okay, in case you missed it, on a previous video, if this is your first time watching, every 10 minutes, for the time being, we are rotating our Dutch oven. We're going 1/3 turn one direction on the whole thing, and the lid 1/3 direct of turn in the opposite direction. That'll give us an even cooking time and nice browning on our finished product. Okay, it's been 30 minutes.
I got a toothpick.
We're gonna do a double check, see if it's anywhere close to being done, and then we have to determine we need to start more charcoal.
Ooh, it throws good.
It's not near done.
No,
Not
it
done.
isn't.
But if you look at, they do that again, hon.
See how
It's
it
not
jiggles?
done. It jiggles, but
It comes out clean.
it's not. It's fairly clean, so it's not terribly far off. So, with that being said, we probably are not going to start any more charcoal because we got another good 10 to 15 minutes before we really start losing much heat on the existing charcoal. So, is that what you would say is a pretty safe assumption?
You're the man that didn't know.
Okay, we're going to go off of that and hope for the best.
You know something? It's uncommonly warm. Oh, I just got a whiff of it.
Yeah, I'm smelling it.
Uncommonly warm for January in mid-Missouri.
Yes, it is. It sure is. Okay, we let it go another 10 minutes. So we're going to do a look-see and see what it looks like.
Oh, wow. That looks... comes out clean.
I think it's done.
I think it is done.
Coming away from the edges a little
Yeah,
bit.
it is.
Looks
And
like.
it springs back. Well, I don't know.
Still look a little jiggly. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Coming out clean in the middle,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to dig a little hole to see down, all the way down, if it's done. It's fairly thick. Not seeing anything.
I'm not either.
It's a fine line. You want to get it done, but
I
you don't
don't
want to
think
let it
it's
get dry.
quite done. It's not pulling away very much.
Okay, well, hopefully.
Our briquettes are about done, though. We're going to give it another 10 minutes and try it again.
Okay, yep, it'll finish cooking in there. So, yep, we're going to do that, another 10 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, we learned something, didn't we?
And we also cheated, so.
Yeah, we did. It said 55 to 60 minutes or 50 to 60 minutes. Even in our 12-inch, it was 60 minutes we should have replenished. Luckily, we were at home and we could just pop it in the oven.
Yep.
So we cheated. But doesn't it look so nice?
Beautiful, smells good. So,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
yeah, what we should have done at the 30-minute was start about 15 more charcoal. And then by 40 minutes then cook time, we would have added that extra charcoal 1/3, 2/3, just like we were when we were cleaning and baking, and then give it at that time probably another 10 minutes with that rejuvenated heat to keep that heat up. It would have probably been done about right. So
I just got to show you what that girl's doing. Hi, Annie. They're enjoying this weather.
yep,
And
she's just high, right, Annie?
we all would like to say thank you for watching. If you like this video, you know what to do. You know, subscribe, share us on Facebook or Instagram. Hit that like button and hit that bell notification so you know when we have more videos coming out.
And
We are going to be doing the series on the renovations in our camper.
yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of upgrades on that, so we'll show that here pretty soon.
We've been invited back to the Midwest Bushcrafters event in February.
The winter show, or
Their
winter camp. That's what they call
the
it.
winter
Yeah.
camp. And we've also got some other interesting things in the work for travels. So stick with us. Come back and join us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, and thanks for watching, everybody.
That's it for now. I got one more load to get. We didn't taste the apple butter bread, However, we've had it like 4 times in 2 months. It's an excellent, excellent recipe. Well worth your try.